It's official. Chapter 2 is officially coming to a close, and Chapter 3 is on its way. So I thought the best way to close this out would be that I rank every single Chapter 2 season from best to worst. Now I'm gonna rank them like school grades. So we got A+, A, B, C, and D. And I'm gonna go ahead and take all of the seasons 1 through 8, and we're gonna match them up, see what's the best and what's the worst. Now, after you watch this whole video, I want you guys to leave a comment. Let me know which ones you agree or disagree with. Do you think my list was perfect, or what would you change? Let me know in the comments. And make sure you subscribe for Chapter 3 content. Now, I went ahead and I kind of just mixed them all so that we wouldn't have to go in order. I think it'll make things more entertaining. So let's start this off with Chapter 2, Season 5. This is the 0.1. This is the one that we got man cake, all the bounty hunters, and honestly, we got some pretty cool map changes. I know with Chapter 2, none of the map changes actually stuck around, but the fact that we got like a desert area, I'm a big fan of the desert area, and some pretty cool collabs in there too. I thought it was a good season. I did. Is it the best season I ever played? No. Is it the worst season I ever played? No. But I'm gonna give it a solid... I'm gonna give it a B, okay? I'm gonna give it a B. I like the Mandalorian and Baby Grogu kind of collab there. That was really cool. And I think they had some really awesome things in the season. I'm not gonna go at it and research and go into everything. All of these are based off just my feelings towards the seasons. And if I recall some features that were added, I'll go ahead and put them there. But what I do remember is that bounties were added because of this season. And also we got the Butter Barn. So you can't forget those. All right, we got some pretty cool story stuff going on. And we got like sand tunneling. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good season. Not my favorite, not the worst. Right in the middle. And I think you guys are going to be surprised on what I think is the worst season. So let's go ahead and jump into the next one. Over here we have Chapter 2 Season 6. This was the primal season, and if you guys have ever watched my streams or know what I think about this season, you'll know that it's gotta go on C or D right here. I know some of you might not agree, but a lot of you do agree. Okay, I did not like the crafting system with the makeshift weapons. I didn't like, just like the raptors were annoying. It just wasn't my favorite season, man. It was not it. We did get some cool things, but the cool things did not outweigh the bad things. We had some pretty bad mythics in there too. I mean, the recycler wasn't the greatest. It's actually pretty good if you got to learn how to use it, but like it was just a very subpar season. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it under D. I know, shocker. But it is now a D in my books. Next up is Season 2. If you guys need, I don't know if you guys play the game when Season 2 came out, but this has to be one of the best seasons Fortnite has ever released. Even in Chapter 1. I mean, I've been playing Fortnite since it released 4 years, and I think it was one of the best seasons ever. We had vaults, we had a bunch of mythic weapons, we had some super interesting locations. I mean, the jump from Season 1 to Season 2 was insane. Like it was insane. It did last a long time, but it was insane. And it had Shadow versus Ghost. I mean, I'm just calling this right off the top of my head. I absolutely loved it, man. Chapter 2 Season 2, absolute banger, and I'm gonna put that under A+. I think most people will agree with me on that. Chapter 2 Season 2 was an absolute heater, okay? Fortnite was in the zone, and that's probably like one of the most popular points of Fortnite ever, and it was just fantastic. I could just sing praises on there forever. But we got so many notable characters too. We got Midas, we got Brutus, got Meowscles. I mean, the list goes on. The season was super long, but if I had known how much I would love it looking back, I wouldn't have minded it as much. The XP level grind was pretty insane though, and I think that was the one with Gold Peely. But yeah, that's still gonna go as an A+ for me. I loved it. One of my favorite seasons, maybe my favorite, maybe not. You'll have to watch the rest of this video. I mean, look, we had Season 2 and now we got Season 4 down here. This was the Marvel season, Nexus War, okay? We got Iron Man, we got Wolverine, one of the hardest, you know what? I'm just gonna say it, the hardest boss ever in Fortnite. We had Wolverine, we had Marvel Showdown, we had abilities in the game, Stark Industries. This was a goated season, an absolute goated season, which will be hard to compete ever because of such the insane collab that it was. And you had to be there. Like, if you weren't there, you're never gonna get that Iron Man with the cool selectable styles, the cool unlockable styles, if you will. I think they're called super styles now, but those were pretty awesome too, like the holographic ones. Like, I enjoyed this season a lot, and it was pretty much the dawn of like super mega collab seasons. And I don't think many people complain about it because it was so fun. It was such a fun season, and Fortnite definitely they nailed it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it under A+. That's an A+ in my book. That is an A+ in my books, baby. Now look at who we have here. Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 1, the one that started it all. I mean, a lot of people hate on it. A lot of people do hate on it, and they say it was a boring season. And you know what? I don't necessarily disagree because it was very long, but also you got to remember that it introduced so many things. We got swimming, we got fishing, we got boats, a brand new map, new graphics. Everything changed. And it was the chapter 1 to chapter 2. Some of you might miss the chapter 1 map. Cool, but you're probably gonna miss the chapter 2 map in like a year or two. So I gotta put respect on the name of it, okay? But I also don't want to let that respect sway me too far in one direction. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead, and this is gonna be tough. I feel like it's not an A+ season. It could very well fall into the A category. I mean, the fact that it changed so much, a lot of us were looking forward to a new map, and it brought that. Like, we gotta respect it. And I think on that note, I'm gonna put it, and this one will surprise you guys, but as a B season. It wasn't the best season ever. It wasn't the worst season ever. It was super long, but it brought so many new things that that's gonna level it out to a B. So we got a very interesting list right now. I'm sure a lot of you didn't expect it to turn out like this so far, but here we go. This one is I feel like it's controversial, okay? Fortnite Season 3. This was the season where everything got flooded. It was a season where we got cars. It was a season where we got a bunch of new kind of mythic vaults and locations. Ortilla, okay? The Authority. I don't know if it was called the Authority at that time. I don't remember, but the middle of the map, I really liked it. The mythics were cool. The vibe that everything was flooded and that thing and the water level reduced like every week. That was so cool. There is one thing. There was not that much damage at the locations from the flooding. That's the only thing I didn't like, but we did get cars, and I really did enjoy the flooding. Some of my favorite memories of Chapter 2 have to be for Season 3. It was one of the most unique. We got some fire skins, we got jewels, we got Fade, some really cool stuff, and I think we got Kit as well, right? Kit, the baby cat, Kit, a cat. Sharks might have been a little annoying, but it was fun. It was a very fun season, and for that, this is where I feel like a lot of your opinions may differ from mine. I'm gonna have to give Season 3 an A. That is right. Just it's not the perfect season to me like Season 2 and Season 4, but it's up there. Okay, it's up there. If there had been some water damage to the locations, and that would have been a lot of work, I feel like it would have been A+. All right, I feel like it would have been up there with the big boys. Now we have come down to the final two. Okay, so we got Chapter 2 Season 7 and Season 8. Season 7 holds a very special place in my heart. Okay, it's the invasion season. We got Superman, UFOs everywhere, but Epic went absolutely nuts with the updates, with the new weapons. They were crushing it, okay? Let's just name a few. We got the recon scanner, the railgun, the plasma cannon. We got the cow, the bouncy cow. There was UFOs that were added in that season. We had the abductors, the mothership. So many things, a really cool event. Like, that season, I feel, is underrated, and I feel like people didn't really appreciate it as it was going on. I recognize that, though. I recognize all those things, and I think they nailed it. That pace reminded me of the pace back in Chapter 1 when Fortnite was in its, like, super prime. Back when, like, everybody was talking about Fortnite, a lot of people still are, like me. They had, like, this pace of updates where, like, every week we'd get something new, and I felt that passion with that in Season 7. So even with, you know, everything going on in the world, they were still able to put out such a banger season. I'm gonna go ahead and have to rank that at, I'm gonna have to rank it an A, man. I'm gonna have to rank it an A. It's not an A+, because I feel like there could have been, to me, probably a better battle pass, and they could have done a few things differently. I mean, they kind of clickbaited me because it's got like tilted towers in the back, and there was no tilted towers. So we got a pretty top loaded section here, okay, with A+, A, and B. You can tell I enjoy Fortnite, okay, and I find some merit in each season, except for the primal season. That one sucked. But now we have come down to the finale. All right, the last 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Fortnite Chapter 2, Season 8, the season that will close out Chapter 2. Chapter 2 is a map that we've been on for longer than the original map, believe it or not. So this one is going to be pretty important, and I think some of you are going to disagree with me on this one, but some of you may agree with me. So I'm going to start off by saying it was a little weird that the Season 7 event into Season 8, where the mothership exploded, all these cubes raining down, there was hardly any damage to the map. All the major locations, miraculously, they got blown up when we saw the trailer, but they weren't blown up in the game. So it was kind of like, for me, it was the last straw. I'm like, there's no map changes. There's no map changes in Chapter 2. In Chapter 1, everything kind of stacked, right? We had, you know, a sand area, desert, we had a forest, we had ice. Like, that was really cool. I think a lot of people like that. We didn't get to see that. That was the last opportunity for Chapter 2 to do that. It did not really happen in Season 8. The skins were pretty cool. I mean, I like Carnage, and I actually do like the Battle Pass skins for it. One thing that kind of irked me about this season is there wasn't too many insane content updates, and the ones that we did get were like kind of lackluster, like combat pistol. Like, who cares? You know? Who cares? And then also a lot of things that they did add, the slipstreams came back. That was already in the game before. The shadows that you could become, that was already in the game before. They added mechs back. I do like the vaulting and unvaulting stuff that went on. I think that is cool, giving people a choice. It's like the unvaulting event, but like at a kind of smaller scale. But I feel like they just brought a lot of things back this season, and it made it feel like it was new, but when you really thought about it, it was just all old things that came back. So for that reason, Season 8, although I enjoy playing in it, I do. Towards the end of its life cycle, officially we still have like 3 or 4 days left in the season. It's become, at least in like pubs, like in just normal battle royale matches, it's become whoever has a shockwave launcher, people are just flying. There's too much mobility right now, or at least the shockwave launcher is too prevalent, because people are just flying. You almost get somebody, you're gonna take them out, they fly, you fly, they fly, you fly, everybody's flying. But I'm excited that we're gonna be rolling over to a brand new chapter, because I'm gonna go ahead and rank Season 8 under a C. That is right. For me, it's perfect. This list is perfect for me, but I want to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe with the bell, because Chapter 3 is coming up, and I'm going to go absolutely ham.